Shalom, Kahal, Yahweh Shemi Oshai, Bashim Hakudash, double honors to the apostles and other bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations, all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Akwat that the listen, learn, being a pillar of rest, 144,000 to one third, the hopeful elect of Israel. I am the brother Yahshua, back with the WW3 Daily update. Shalom and salutations to you all. Got Big Reggie here. I'm going to let him talk a little bit, and then we're going to get peace and safety on the way out. How about that? Can Trump and Putin prevent? No. The answer is no. That's peace and safety. But we'll hear what you have to say about it anyway. Take it away, Reginald, right? Who appears to be an Edomite, a chocolate Edom. Well, anyway, Salaki. I digress. Take it away, Reg.
Can Donald Trump and Putin prevent World War III? That's the big question. That's one of the things I'm going to talk about tonight. It's pretty much the main thing I'm going to focus on tonight. We're going to look at this whole situation in Ukraine. I'm going to give you my perspective on things. I know, hey, welcome to the Dimcad channel. We're going to get into that. We're also going to take a quick look at the cabinet. I'm going to provide a quick update on Trump's cabinet, and we're not going to talk about everybody. We're going to talk about Bondi, Pam Bondi, the new Attorney General.
You see that Dimcat firmly has the mark of the beast in his forehead right here, does he not? The ISUPK mark of, I just have to throw that in.
And her promises of releasing the Epstein files when I think of her. I also want to talk about Marco Rubio, who surprised me. I would have never been able to predict that he was going to.
I got to get that. Salakia. Salakia. Oh, you clowning? No, I'm sorry. You know, we need a little enlightenment every now and then. Salakia.
This type of Secretary of State. I mean, back in 2016, Secretary of State for Donald Trump and doing this well, I'm impressed. So we're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about Dan Bongino joining the FBI as the Deputy Director of the FBI. I want to talk about that. Whoa. $20 super chat from what, Steve?
Come on.
Wow, thank you. Steve Mayfield, thank you so much. I'm going to try to do more of these live shows, and I'm going to do them at a little bit later as well, so the people on the West Coast can have the opportunity to join me, and you guys can join me, ask questions, so we can cover some stuff. But yeah, if you're just not joining, we're going to talk about this cabinet. First, let's talk a little bit about Warren. I'm going to play a little clip of Warren, Elizabeth Warren, or Pocahontas, as Donald Trump says. Let's listen to her.
Bird flu, but he doesn't even go in. Oh, okay, here we go.
Public education is a critical part, not just of how we build the future, but also of our democracy. I support public education. Ultimately, Donald Trump and Elon Musk do not have the right to shut down the Department of Education. It was created by Congress. Only Congress has that right. But just the very fact that they wanted to...
Well,
what does that got to do with the ceasefire?
She's right about that. She's right about Congress being the only entity that can officially shut it down. But what Trump and Elon Musk are trying to do, what Trump is trying to do, and his new Secretary of Education is trying to do, they're trying to...
What has this got to do with Russia-Ukraine ceasefire? You're talking about Babylonian politics right now.
Anyway, let's listen more. By the way, let me know if you can hear me pretty well.
To insult public school teachers, to insult public school students.
This is Babylonian politics.
Insult the students and the teachers? It's not even about all that. The fact of the matter is, he wants to bring education back to the states. We're spending all this money and we're finishing dead last. That doesn't make any damn sense. To be a desktop replacement. This is more like an on-the-go, become the Deputy Director of the FBI. And I am very pleased. Kash Patel, he's going to need...
This is domestic politics.
A really strong number two. Even below them. They're going to have to fire a lot of people. I hate to say that, but they're going to have to make some serious changes there.
What has that got to do with the war, the ceasefire?
Release the information. And people are trying to defend her by saying that, oh, well, it takes a while to build a case so to make arrests.
Okay, so
look, if that's how she was.
This guy has let me down. There's nothing on Russia and Ukraine there. Slovakia, I apologize.
Government. But your revocation of the green card.
This is more domestic politics here. This is nothing.
Fine.
And then what is this? Nothing. DNC implosion. This is all domestic. Dude, you gotta at least. All right, here we go. This might be a little something having to do with the war. So what is this? DEI? Come on, you're everywhere, dude. Well, I'm sorry, Reggie. We won't be using you no more.
It's nuclear weapons in Poland.
Okay, we're talking about World War III here. Let's milk something out of this. Slovakia, I'm going in the spirit. This is what happened. Let me see. What's this? Slovakia.
What are they talking about? They're gonna. So basically,
Here we go. Slovakia. Oh, there we go. DNC implosion. Political. Trump said, here we go. Slovakia. Let's let him talk on this. Trump says thousands of Ukrainian soldiers encircled. See, this is. Ukraine says that's untrue. So what is that? Rumors of war, yeah? Let's at least get that. Yeah. Reggie and destroy them. I get that. 6. Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that you be not troubled, for all these things will come to pass, but the end is not yet. Say that again, Reg. What did you just say? Is it true?
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. Hey, Castle Circle, it's good that you're enjoying that Scottish whiskey. Am I taking calls tonight? I probably could. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, let's talk about Russia. Let's talk about Ukraine. All right, Trump says thousands of Ukrainian soldiers are encircled and cursed. Ukraine says that's untrue. Yeah, okay. I mean, what else are they going to say? Ceasefire. Let's talk about the ceasefire proposal. Let's talk about how Putin responded to it. Let me pull that up. It's rather interesting. Let's look at the details. All right. Russia's President Putin declared that his forces are beating back the Ukrainians on all fronts. Command and control of the Ukrainian troops inside incursion zone is no longer possible, according to Putin. During the first stages, the Ukrainian army military attempted to leave the zone in small groups. This is no longer possible. So basically, they're trapped, according to Putin. And also, it sounds like according to Donald Trump as well. The Ukrainians are trapped.
Why did Donald Trump try to bargain for their escape or their release, if you will? Is that in there? Let's see. Because that's kind of on record. Let's see. Trump envoy. Achieving 30 days, raise questions. List of objections. President appointed Russian troops. Let's see if they're going to say anything about that. So,
in the territory within Russia, the little area they invaded, or the counter invasion, whatever the hell you want to call it, incursion, whatever you want to call it.
I can't even understand this.
So this is what Putin was saying. But we also want guarantees. Talking about the ceasefire, we also want guarantees during this 30-day ceasefire. Ukraine will not conduct mobilizations, will not train soldiers, will not receive weapons. Come on, they're definitely going to receive weapons from Europe. Maybe not from the United States, but they're going to receive weapons from Europe. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And they're going to continue to train. If Ukraine gets a 30-day...
Sounds like they're going to continue the war. Sounds like they ain't giving no credence to no damn ceasefire. Sounds like peace and safety means sudden destruction to me.
Ceasefire, they're absolutely going to train more people. There's just no way that's going to happen. No way they're going to sit there and not train people. The president pointed out that Russian troops are advancing along nearly 2,000 kilometers of front line, and halting military actions could disrupt ongoing operations. If you're winning the war, you have no incentive to just stop, halt, have a ceasefire. You know, anyway, let's take something from Putin. There's no translation here, just in text, so I'll just let it play. But anyway, Putin basically said, in a nutshell, Putin said he's working to improve relations with the United States. He recognizes that Trump is working to improve relations with Russia, and he knows that Trump is trying to save the lives of these.
Vlad Putin is in BDUs right now. The brother kept saying that over and over. Vlad is in BDUs. Those of us that are moving in the spirit, we're dealing in the spirit. So we're seeing things, right, from the highest vantage point. Let's see if I can find that, brothers. Let's see. There's no way I'll be able to find it. Let's see. What did he say? He kept saying that Vlad is in fatigues. He kept saying that over and over. What does it mean that Vlad is in fatigues? That tells you what the fuck is going on. Let's see. I might not be able to find it, but he kept repeating it over and over in this video, and I was just telling my wife that over, and I'm like, what does it mean that Vlad is in BDU, battle dress uniform, is what it means. Where was it? I don't think I could find it. Anyway, it's in this video. He's saying it over and over. Pac-Man. Let's see, yeah, I'm not going to find it. I was thinking there might be a picture of him that I can hone in on. Teacher brace. Anyway, so yeah, brace for it. You can't really get a bearing on what Reggie is saying. It's basically a bunch of he said, she said. Are they? Is there going to be war in Eastern Europe, in Ukraine? Well, let's see what the scriptures say. Okay. The Northern Army, and I mean Babylon, right? The Northern Army. Okay. Where's the war going to be? Joel 2 and 20. We'll end on this, okay? But I will remove far off from you the northern army. That's the Babylonian, spiritual Egyptian, spiritual sodomite, the American military, right there. But I will remove far off from you the American military. And where are you going to drive them? Into Eastern Europe? Kiev? Tartaria? The Khazarian Empire? No. Right? And will drive them into a land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. Okay, where is that? Let's talk about the Middle East. Plain and simple. Not Eastern Europe. Not to say that there won't be a war. There's a war over there right now. Is that the war? Nope. Here's the war. Where's the Babylonian army going? The Northern Army? They're going to the Middle East. Anyway, with that being said, there's your update. We hope that the elect ratified you, building and fixes to Shalom.